Hey, next level basketball hoopers, how you guys doing this week? So we are coming to you from a off-site location. We're in Webster, New York this week. We wanted to make sure that we got our video into you guys so you guys could work on our weekly video series here. So this week we are working on not ball handling, not shooting, not defense. This time we are working on passing. Okay, so this is something you can do with a partner if you guys have a partner, or if you guys have a brick wall, block wall, something at home that you guys can pass off of. You can work on these passes at home today this way too. So there are three types of passes we're going to talk about today. The first one is a chest pass, the second one is a bounce pass, and the third one is going to be an over the head pass. Okay, now you may see, raise your hand. Obviously I can't see you guys, but raise your hand if you guys saw any of the NBA Finals games that just took place between the Bucks and the Suns. There's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of underhand passes and behind the back passes and stuff like that. And that's stuff for professionals to do. That's stuff that as you progress and as you get into being a more advanced and seasoned basketball player, you guys can work on that stuff and you can do that stuff. But we want to work on just our basic fundamentals of passing. We want to work on our basic fundamentals of passing and our footwork. And so we're going to show you a couple easy drills today that you can do with another person, or you can do up against a wall and working on your drills. Okay? So the first one that we're going to be working on, we're just going to be doing a chest pass. So if you have a partner, fantastic. So if you have a partner, I want you to be about the free throw line here, which is called our lane. This big rectangle right here is called our lane. Ooh, I just came up with another idea. Next week, we'll do areas of the basketball court, and we'll get everybody familiar with that. So that'll be fantastic. There we go. Got our next week's theme. But we want to be about 8 feet apart from your partner or from the wall. Okay? So as we're doing this, obviously, just like with shooting form, just like with defense, just like with rebounding, anything that we do, we want to make sure that our feet are shoulder width apart. Okay, so if you look at my feet, you look at Chase's feet, they're both shoulder width apart. And I am left-handed, so when I go to pass, I'm going to start to lead with my left foot. Okay, so I want the ball on both sides of my hands like this. All right, I'm touching with my fingertips. And then as I step here, Chase, I'm going to come with the chest pass here. I want to make sure that who I'm passing to, they are visually looking at me. Okay, because if Chase isn't looking at me, or Chase passes me the ball and he hits me in the head, that's a turnover on your part. Okay, so Chase, if you can go get the camera all set up over here. Are you good? Okay, so Chase, here we go. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm looking at Chase. I'm going to have good form. I want to make sure that when I'm passing my ball, the ball isn't spinning sideways. I'm flicking. And if you can notice, as I'm passing this ball here, that my thumbs are behind that ball, like this. So when I'm pushing and passing that ball, the ball's gonna spin backwards. Okay, my partner's looking at me, I'm stepping with my foot, passing right to his chest. That's why it's called a chest pass. My ball spins backwards, like a chest pass. You want both hands on both sides. You don't wanna put your dominant hand on the back. You wanna hold onto that ball, protect it, because we are in a three-point stance, which is what we're going to talk about in one of our later videos. We're protecting that ball, okay? We don't want anybody to knock it out, so we want to protect it with both hands. All right? So you want to do about 50 passes, and just like when you shoot, you want to hold your fingers. So everybody watch my fingers. Don't go over to Chase this time. Watch my fingers. All 10 of my fingers are pointed at Chase, pointed at his chest. So when I come back, that's where I know the ball's going. So Chase, we're going to do some quick passes. Make sure you're stepping, Chase. Step with your right foot. And you got to be ready for those wild-looking passes, because sometimes you get into a game and somebody's guarding you, and sometimes that pass doesn't go right to your chest pass, or your chest, because you're trying to get around that other defender. So sometimes you got to pass up here. We always want to pass it the same way. We never want to mess up our pass because the defender's there, but if, let's say, Chase has a man on him, sometimes I want to pass the ball up here, okay? Don't compromise your pass. Same pass. Get into the habit of stepping. Okay? Stepping. Okay? Stepping. All right. So the reason that I'm able to pass that chest pass to Chase is because he doesn't have somebody guarding him in front. So this, come here please, come here, right here. Okay? So if Chase had somebody guarding him in the front like this, I wouldn't be able to pass him a chest pass or a bounce pass. Okay? If Chase is out front out here and he's trying to get the ball from the point guard or trying to get a pass back and he doesn't have anybody around him, he's available for that chest pass. All right? Now, why we would use a bounce pass versus a chest pass is if Chase is down posting up down here, okay? And he has somebody on his butt and he's trying to get the ball down low. This would be an instance where we would use a bounce pass, okay? There are other instances during the game, but this would be a bounce pass, all right? So we're gonna do the same thing here, Chase. I'm gonna have you line up on that side this time, okay? Same footwork, same fundamentals for our bounce pass. I'm going to lead with my left foot. Chase will be leading with his right. But instead of passing and hitting Chase in the face or in his chest, I want to bounce it almost probably 3/4 of the way to Chase. Okay? Because watch what happens. Here's what a good bounce pass looks like. Okay? Back to me, Chase. Now, if I bounce it too short, it doesn't get there. Okay? If I bounce it too close to Chase, okay, it hits him in his legs or his shin, and he's unable to catch the ball. So we want to find that middle distance and go a little bit farther from it. Step pass. Step pass. Remember that step pass, Chase. You want to get around our defender and we're step pass. Straight from your chest. Even though it's not a chest pass, we're still passing from our chest. Don't compromise that form. Pass from your chest. Okay? So, that's chest pass, that's bounce pass. As you get better, okay, as you're starting to play games in grade school and middle school, if there is someone who's guarding me, so let's say, here, we're going to get this right here, all right? You don't have to move, you're good right there, cameraman. So let's say I have someone guarding me here, okay, and imagine this person is just as tall as I am, okay, so I don't have a direct path passing to Chase, all right? So now this is where we can curl around and do this around the bounce pass, like this, okay? This chest pass is me. Okay? So if I want to go around my defender, I want to take my leg and cross it in front of the defender. So if I'm going to the right side of the defender, I don't want to lead with my left, I want to lead with my right and go around. If I'm going chest pass, if I'm going to the left side of the defender, I want to lead my left foot and go around. Okay, so these are different examples of a bounce pass that you would have in a game if someone's guarding you out here on the wing like this, and Chase is down here posted up. Let's say I have a big defender here. I have nowhere else to pass. I want to be able to step around my defender and get it in there to Chase for a bounce pass. Okay? And next time Chase will make it. All right? So these are all drills you guys can do at home if you have a partner, if you have a parent, if you have a grandparent. The last one we're going to do here is an over-the-head pass. Okay? You've seen this in soccer. Chase, we're going to start on the line, and we're going to take 2 big steps back. Now this is the same thing, okay, Chase? Except this time, our hand and our footwork are the same, so we're still stepping, but we're going from behind our head, okay? The only time I would use this pass now, this is called a full court or a long distance pass, okay? And your coach will tell you when something like this would come into play, okay? Let's say I'm posted up down here, okay? Chase is back there on the wing. Go down a little bit so they can see you on the camera, okay? And I have nowhere to go here. He's guarded, I can turn here and overhead it to Chase, okay? If you're doing a long distance shot or pass, you're doing a long distance pass. Let's say I get the rebound here and Chase is running down the court. I can do a long distance pass that way, okay? So this is just a couple examples of when you would use this overhead pass. The same footwork, Chase. You pick whichever foot's comfortable for you. I'm going to lead with my left. I'm stepping, and look, he's still pointing at you. But we want a chest pass here, okay? We want him to catch it up here, okay, in the upper body region. We don't want to go this bounce pass, because if I throw a bounce pass to you like that, that's not an efficient pass and it's going to get stolen, okay? So we want to make sure we're stepping, pointing where we want it to go. And passes are tricky, okay? They don't always go where you want them to go. So you have to be ready to catch them. You always have to have your hands ready. Maybe you have a good point guard or a good passer on your team who wants to be able to get you the ball, okay? Okay, so quick review of what we talked about today, all right? We had the bounce pass, stepping with whichever foot you're comfortable with. You can step with your left or your right, okay? In a game situation, you may have to step with one or the other depending on where your defender is. So again, bounce pass, I'm splitting the difference to my teammate. My teammate's going to have strong hands ready to catch the ball, and we're stepping and passing, okay? The next one, from the chest, okay? It's hard to want to be able to, I want to be able to throw from here to make sure to get the ball there. I want to be able to throw from here to make it look good. I want to be able to spin it, okay? We're not looking for fancy, we're looking for fundamentals, okay? I don't want fancy. You don't make the high school basketball team or the middle school basketball team with fancy. You make it with knowing your fundamentals. Your fundamentals are solid. You're a good shooter. You have good shooting form. You can dribble, okay? You need to make sure we work on fundamentals, all right? Chest pass, same thing. Step, 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 step. We're pointing where we want the ball to go, okay? Last one, our full court pass or over the head pass. We're taking a couple steps back, okay? Stepping, pointing where I want it to go. I want to make sure I have, if you watch my next pass, watch the arc as it goes. Up over like this. I don't want to throw it. I don't want to throw it straight at Chase like this, because the defender is more than likely standing in front of Chase. I want to be able to put it over that defender to get to Chase, okay, to set him up to be able to shoot, okay? So, here we go. Great week, all right? Let's continue to work hard. Here's what I need from you guys, all right? For you to be eligible to win our weekly drawing of a Next Level prize pack, I need you to like this weekly video on Facebook, okay? I need you to like our Next Level basketball camp page on Facebook. And please also subscribe to our Next Level summer video clinic series on YouTube, okay? So again, we'll see you guys all next week. I hope you have a fantastic week. Keep working hard. And again, don't just work on passing. If you want to work on our dribbling from week 1, work on dribbling and then work on passing and then work on shooting. There's no rule, there's no rhyme or reason that says you can't do all 4 in one day, okay? If you're trying to be a great basketball player, come up with the routine that works great for you, okay? And be consistent with it, all right? But don't just do one and think that you're going to be the greatest basketball player ever. You need to get better. You got to work hard to get better. Okay? Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next week.